name's Knuckles.
I'm like Sonic, I don't chuckle.
I'd rather flex my muscles.
I'm hard as nails, they hard to tell. It's my with that stronger or small. I'm the best. I'm better than Sonic. I'm
cool.
You? What about me?
Knuckles.
I'm like Sonic, I don't chuckle.
Alright.
I'd rather fart on
muscles.
I'm hard as hell. Look at my shell.
What's a chell?
I ate breakfast
it's
for
like
nails.
an abbreviated form of a cello. Alright.
That's the urban version
All right.
of cello.
Alright.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Darkroom Vidyacast, episode 2. Today
this scheme is really fucking with me.
Yeah, today we're recording in a dark room somewhere in the
A dark room?
A dark room.
A dark room?
A dark room.
Yeah.
Get it? Because
An actual darkroom used for developing photos.
yeah,
Yes,
we
yes.
I'm
I'm
developing photos of our calendar coming out this year. Brought to you.
Yeah,
Little
it's gonna be
Caesars.
the Men of the Darkroom calendar.
Yeah.
Check that out. It's coming out soon.
Sponsored by Little Caesars. Ain't nothing like it nowhere.
Yeah.
That's it.
December will be full frontal nudity.
Yeah.
I forewarn
December will have penetration.
Guys, let's not give too much away, guys.
No bones about it.
No, but
Fifth
I think
base.
there'll be
There are gonna be
Yeah.
plenty of bones. Yeah.
Full dick to badge.
It'll feature fifth base.
Yeah, man.
isn't
Fifth
that
base.
where you like stick your balls in like
There
your
is no
asshole?
fifth base.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Full ball penetration.
Like you have to
You have to have a ring around.
Yeah,
the,
you have to like prop
ring
your
around the
asshole
anus pocket.
with a ring, and
Have
then you
you-
put your balls in there.
And I swear to God, if that ring ever pops out, you, my friend, are fucked.
Because it
No, man.
goes French feel finger fuck. Oh my god, my balls are in your ass.
How many balls could you fit both balls in?
If it's gaped enough,
Dude, I have seen so many things.
Well, I'm not
fit
talking.
in a chick's.
I'm not talking about a Sasha Grey ass. I'm talking about a regular girl ass.
oh, if it's gaped enough,
Episode 2, gaping.
Brought to you by pizza.
Brought to you by pizza.
Pizza.
It's pizza, all right.
So
So
video
what has
games-
everyone
video
been playing?
games.
What has everyone been
The
playing?
same
We'll start
thing
with
you asked
BJ.
last time.
We'll start with BJ. BJ, what have you been playing?
The same thing that
this-
you've been asked last time because I was like last week.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't-
What did you play this week?
The same thing I said last episode.
Hey,
Oh,
you got Skullgirls,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let's go,
played it
girls.
once.
Okay, so you've been playing
and I
Skullgirls.
won.
I played
I
it-
won.
I
I
played-
beat him.
I beat you
Oh.
like twice.
Look at let the record show that I beat BJ at Skullgirls.
Yeah, he beat me at a game that I just bought. That's
You had it before. You've played it before.
I played it like with controller, but I
we
was using
can't.
keyboard.
We
at
can't
that
do an
time.
official record until it's on video.
Exactly.
Yeah, that too.
So, how many times did you play? I mean, what?
I played it once on PC. With
Okay.
keyboard.
So, what else have you played? Payday 2?
The superior controller format for fighting games, and I'll fight you.
Keyboard?
Yeah, keyboard.
I gotta admit, he told me about that with Ultra Street Fighter 4, and it works very well. But it kind of it feels like the easy way out.
People are just too afraid.
It feels like the easy way out.
In terms of keyboard, most keyboards only let you, like, use a certain amount of buttons at the same time or something like that, right? So, like...
Probably. I think the PS2 keyboards don't.
I had that problem
like,
with my
some
old
USBs
old
do.
keyboard on Binding of Isaac because I couldn't move in a diagonal and shoot at the same time.
Yeah, it's a difference between USB and PS2 keyboards.
Oh,
But like, there are USB keyboards that have better.
Oh, really?
There's I think it's called ghosting when you miss keys.
Oh.
It's like when
Oh.
you hold two shift keys down and then type the alphabet, and then or like the green fox humps the lazy dog or whatever. Or a feet touch.
BJ, no, I don't want to do this tonight.
Not on the show.
But BJ, we're both boys. So you played that, and what
I
else?
played that once.
And what else?
I mean,
what else did you play, BJ?
I
Payday 2? I
played
saw you playing
Payday-
Payday 2.
I played a Payday 2. I don't know if I got to level 100 before or after that podcast last time, but I got
It was after. It was
Is
after.
after because it was like that was the same night I think that
We were-
I came in.
The three of us were playing.
Yeah, because I'd seen you guys playing Payday 2 for like the last 2 nights in a row, and I was too exhausted to even jump in. And I'm like, okay, I'll play it tonight. Then my computer hard crashed on me. And I'm like, okay, guess I'm not gonna play for a while.
You showed up right in time on White Xmas to save us.
Oh god,
Yeah.
we were able to finish that. That was nice.
Point your mouth at the mic.
It's
Josh.
It's. I mean,
It's close enough.
Point your mouth at the mic.
Cross my legs as
Speak
as
with
well.
confidence. Oh my god, this guy. All right. So, Blake, what have you been playing?
Adventure Capitalist.
Adventure Capitalist? How is that? I saw it on Steam and I was like, maybe I should get that.
I'm playing the mobile version, and it's about as addicting as any stupid little iPhone game that came from Not Doppler can be.
Yeah.
Not Doppler.
Not
Never
Doppler.
mind,
I
Not
think it's
Doppler.
an Armor Games thing, and they're
Oh,
like
really?
famous Flash people.
Yeah.
They make a lot of good Flash games.
Bubble Shooter.
Remember when?
I love
Not
Bubble
Doppler?
Shooter.
Shooter was like all I played on that.
I played a lot of... was that the one with the monkeys?
Yeah,
The Monkey
the
Tower
Bloons
Defense
Monkey
game?
Tower Defense.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about
I played
Burrito
all
Bison?
Burrito Bison.
Was there like a Trials like motorcycle jumping
Yes,
game?
there was. It was
several
on like
of
one of
those.
the. It was one of their top 10 games for a long time.
Yeah, I played a lot of that too in typing class.
Like
I remember
SpongeBob
many days
Motocross.
sitting like in the basement in the theater classroom watching my friend Jeffrey just play that like Trials-based motorcycle game, trying to beat every level. Did you guys ever play Dust on Not Doppler?
Oh yeah, totally.
Was that?
Dude.
What is Dust?
Is
It
that
was-
the one where you drag the
Well, it was called the Powder Game.
Yeah, the Powder
the
game.
Powder game. Yeah, I played a lot of the
But
Powder game.
Not Doppler had an older version, so if you went to the website, they had like a more updated version with more materials, and they had Stick RPG, which
Stick
kicked
RPG
ass.
was
Yeah,
great.
it was awesome.
I
It was
played,
like a physics-based RPG or something. It was cool.
I played a lot of what is that game?
This is the Flash Games episode.
Yeah, this is the Flash Games episode. There was that one with the guys who didn't have arms, but they shot a lot of guns. Madness? Was that it? Was that what
Yes.
it's called?
Yeah.
I played a lot of Madness, Madness 2, Madness 3, The Revenge inning. But yeah, because those are super popular on Newgrounds. And I just remember like being obsessed with those games. Because they were really fun. They had a multiplayer one. I forget what it was. Might have just been called Madness Multiplayer or something like that. That was really good. But yeah, so you've been playing Adventure Capitalist. It's just a freaking Flash game.
It's a freaking Flash game. You can get it like on the App Store. You can buy it on Steam now. I forgot about that. It's silly. It's stupid. It'll take up most of your free time if you just like need 5 minutes to bullshit around.
Right.
Because that's all I've been doing.
Okay.
Speaking of Steam,
Yes.
guess what got put on Steam and got a sequel?
What? Oh.
Chips motherfucking Challenge.
Yeah, Chips Challenge. Apparently that Chips Challenge 2 they've been working on since like Chips Challenge 1.
Yeah, like there
But-
was like licensing issues.
Yeah,
or
there were rights issues or licensing issues, and yeah, and I saw a few videos of that Chips Challenge 2, and it seems like just a way more complicated Chips Challenge 1.
like
Challenge.
Chips Challenge was a neat game.
It was a game that came with Windows 3.1.
I played it on Windows 98.
It might have came with that.
It's
too.
that old.
It's
And
really old.
So it was really cool, and the version on Steam looks different.
Yeah,
It's
I
probably
think
just
it.
updated for more,
Well, it's
so it can run on.
it's
more
doing some kind of emulating or something like that.
Was it on DOS?
Whatever it is,
No,
I mean,
it's
like
not DOS.
the
It's not the
sprite's
DOS
different. The
It might have been a
tile
different.
scrolling is different.
It might have been a different version of the game that they ported. It might be like the because I know there was a version for C64 and Amiga and stuff like that.
I mean, they might have just updated the whole thing.
That's true. They might have. Yeah, I didn't really check out what was about it, but yeah, it definitely came out on Steam. Chips Challenge and Chips Challenge 2 came out on Steam.
There was a
Hey.
version for the links.
Yeah, there was.
What? Speaking of Steam, I've been hearing about Steam talking about doing refunds now. What is that all about?
Well, there is a news section of this podcast that we'll get to that later on, or we can just jump ahead right now. Let's talk about the Steam refund program right quick.
Steam does refunds now.
Okay.
Steam does refunds.
There you go.
Oh.
So, yeah.
It's like within 2 hours of playing the game, and or like if you
Under 2 hours of playing.
under
the game.
2 hours of playing the game, yeah, you can sell it back. And it also there was also like another stipulation for, but like
So it's like
within
under-
a certain amount of days,
I've got the-
you
I've got-
can't
Yeah.
trade it. You can't sell it back.
I've
And
got-
so it's under 2 hours of when you first start the game after you've installed it.
Yes.
Right?
I've got the press release right here.
Okay.
They say, it doesn't matter, Valve will, upon request, via help.steampower.com, issue a refund for any reason, if the request is made within 14 days of purchase and the title has been played for less than 2 hours. There are more details below, but even if you fall outside of the refund rules we've described, you can ask for a refund anyway, and we'll take a look. So basically, what they're saying is, they've also said here that if you get too many refunds, or if they suspect that you're using refunds for fraudulent reasons or something like that, that they will at some point discontinue giving you refunds if they found that you're abusing the system. But yeah, it seems like, and Austin Walker of GiantBomb.com did some research here right quick, and he's talked to a few developers that were apparently this is just a refined version of their original refund policy, which wasn't public, but you could always message Steam support and ask for a refund.
Yeah, they'd be nice about giving. I've heard we've all heard like the stories on forums and stuff about that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good way to, like, if you, like, for me, I know there are games that my computer it's getting old, it's getting up there, that eventually I'm not going to be able to run games anymore, and I could ask for a refund. Back when my old computer, when I bought Mass Effect for it, when I didn't really understand the whole, like, oh, you have to have a really good computer to play computer games. I didn't know that.
Right.
And so I bought Mass Effect, and it ran at, like, 5 frames a second, and, like, even on lowest settings and lowest resolution. I was like, shit. Well, this is just on my account now. I can't do. I just wasted $20. That would have been good to know back then.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. A few problems that I do have with this refund program are that it doesn't actually offer any. There's no special guidelines for early access games, so they're not clear about whether they would give you one for longer for early access games, or if the game's been abandoned for a couple of months and you've had it for a year or more, but there's no development on it. You would probably want a refund for that.
Yeah.
But they don't specify if that's a special case. I mean, like they said, you can give them a message and see if they'd give you a refund anyway. But it would be nice for them to spell that kind of stuff out.
It would be, because, there's a lot of arbitrary stuff that could happen in between there.
Right. Some other stuff is, what about smaller games that are under 2 hours or can be completed under 2 hours? Is there, is there any kind of special case where, like, they can see how long the game takes to complete for most players, or can they look at your achievements? I mean, that kind of stuff.
That's something I was thinking too, because, like, how could you tell if, a person gets let's say about an hour and a half to play, you know, and to have a good window to get a refund.
Right.
There are plenty of games on Steam that you can play in an hour and a half.
Totally. Like, Gone Home is a famously short game. You know what I mean? Probably just around 2 hours for me to beat it.
Yeah. Especially things like Gone Home, where it's like more of a novel.
Exactly. Or like one episode of a Telltale game. You could complete that, in one sitting. All kinds of stuff, on Steam, especially smaller games, visual novels, that kind of stuff. Along those lines do take shorter amounts of time to play.
I would like that, maybe if that's something that the developer themselves can specify.
Yeah.
With their knowledge of Steam's refund service as it is.
Right. And that brings me to another point about what Steam doesn't clarify is whose money is this coming from? Who's refunding the money? Is it the developer, or is Steam pocketing that cost and then taking it back from the developer later on or something like that?
Right.
Because it would be nice to know, because there are a lot of small publishers, small teams on Steam, indie developers that are just one person. And, if your game doesn't sell but 200 copies maybe on Steam its first run, and then 20 people refund it, that could be the difference between, like, you eating or not eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially because, like,
I think more than likely within that 14-day period, Steam is probably keeping maybe at this point now they're like, we're gonna hold on to this money or something along those lines.
Some kind of insurance. Like refund insurance.
So like, we're not going to just give you money, and if it gets refunded, we're going to take it away.
Right.
So like, I feel like they have some kind of thing.
We'll probably find out more about this policy from developers around Steam Dev Days. That's coming up this year at some point. So that would be interesting to hear about. But yeah, it's a step forward. You know what I mean? Steam famously doesn't have that great of customer support. I mean, the customer support that they do give is usually fair, but it takes a long time for them to get back at you because they don't have a dedicated service team.
That's true.
For that kind of stuff. So yeah,
cool.
That's the Steam refund program. You been playing anything else, Blake?
No, I haven't had time. I just started my new job a couple weeks ago, and those 40-hour weeks, bruh.
Right. I know, man.
Yeah.
It's hard, man.
So, Josh, what have you been playing this week?
I have been playing Okami HD on the PlayStation 3 system.
And you're playing with the PS3 controller?
Yeah, I don't have a Move controller, but okay. I kind of like. Honestly, I kind of like the controller better.
It's fine. You know, as a original PS2 game, works fine.
Yeah, like I don't know, like playing it on the Wii, I had a lot of problems with registering certain things.
Yeah.
With just the control stick, I had it. Okami is a fucking fantastic game. If you haven't played it yet, it's really good. I recommend it for anybody who likes Zelda-esque things.
Yeah, it's very Zelda.
It's if you know, it's a Hideki Kamiya game, so it's got good combat and everything in it. So it's got a beautiful art style. I absolutely love it. It's based on Japanese mythology, and that's neat. But yeah, I've got kind of far in that. But I've also recently started playing Hearthstone on my phone.
Hearthstone's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it, man. Like I held it off for so long because I was like, it's just another one of those things everybody's trying to make money off of from free to play. Then I play it. It's actually really good.
Yeah, Hearthstone is one of the best virtual card games around.
I like the Priest.
Yeah, the Priest. I'm a shaman guy myself. I'm a big shaman guy.
Apparently, Hunter's super overpowered, and I can tell you that because I've been playing Hunter, and it's been carrying me through some online games.
I will say the reason I like Hearthstone because it's all online. You don't have to worry about carrying cards around. It's not like back in the day when I used to play Magic or stuff like that.
And even if you don't want to play online with people, you got practice bots to play against.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And but like, I like that. One of my favorite things about it is how short the games are.
Yeah,
they're
really
quick. Short. You can finish a game with somebody in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like if I just feel like, you know what, I feel like playing a game of this, and it's kind of taken some time away from League for me because League's like 30 to 45 minute games.
Totally, yeah.
With this, I can just play for 5 minutes and okay, if I want to play more, I don't have to. If I want to play more, I can. But I like it. If you haven't played Hearthstone yet, it's free.
Yeah,
there's no reason not to.
Check it out.
Check it out. Try it. Don't be like me and just think that it's bad because it's free to play. It's not.
Yeah, it's really well made, and it's really well balanced, especially.
And it's nice if you like.
I mean, the Hunter.
BJ don't care.
The Hunter is a little.
I don't play it. I'm just here for the pizza.
I tried to tell BJ, but the minute I told BJ that I was playing Hearthstone, I'm pretty sure you made some sort of disgusting noise or disgusted noise.
Probably. I usually do that for a lot of video games.
Yeah, BJ's.
I think you should try it though.
A bit of a video game snob.
I think you like Magic. What's wrong with Hearthstone?
I don't like Magic anymore. I mean, I like playing it, but I didn't like.
Well, now you don't have to pay for. You don't have to buy cards to be able to play with people. You can buy cards.
I thought that was the point, though. I think
you can buy cards. I bet you get cards for free.
Yeah, you get cards for free.
Because you know what sucked about Magic? People started using proxy cards, where it's like, this is what the card does, but I'm just gonna put this little piece of paper in a sleeve.
Really, people did that?
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't even just write it on there.
They just write the name of the card.
That's stupid.
I hated that.
See, that's kind of what
that sounds like something Jonathan would do.
That's kind of why I did like Cockatrice though, like the little bit that we played.
Yeah, Cockatrice was pretty cool.
Yeah,
you could build decks yourself.
For those who don't know, it's like a Magic free Magic.
It's like it was like an open source card game client for
They had that for Yu-Gi-Oh too, didn't they?
Well, I think they just use any card game.
Yeah, I think that's what the point was. It was just like a card game engine.
Yeah, the only bad thing about it is that you couldn't, it doesn't have the rules in it, so you just have to know the rules.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat. If
you
want to have house rules.
It's true, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me want to get Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, man, I love Tabletop Simulator. You guys should get that, and we should do
I've already got Tabletop Simulator.
Well, yeah, but these other two guys don't.
But it's early access.
Michael does, though.
It is early access.
It is, but it's fun because you can play any video game. Like I played the Pokemon.
Any video game?
Any video game. Any tabletop game.
Wait, the Pokemon board game?
The Pokemon board game. I played that in it.
I never played it. I never played it.
Nice. I played a little bit of. You can play Dungeons and Dragons in it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you could probably. Yeah, I bet you could
do
a
D&D. Why don't we do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. You need to get it.
Yeah, but it's early access.
It is early access, but Steam refund.
How
much is it?
It's like $10 or something.
Oh,
it's really
dude,
cheap.
if you guys don't get it, then I'll get it for you.
Yeah, it's really cheap.
There was this one Wolfire Games game. It was like a card game that he made. Like Wolfire is the guy. This is like the people that made Overgrowth and they do They do the Humble Bundle stuff too. That's
do they do that?
Yeah. And he also made what is the gun simulator?
Receiver?
Receiver, yeah.
Yeah, I love Receiver.
He made a physics-based card game.
Really?
Where, it's all it is like the pieces are there and the cards are there. You just follow the rules if you want with other players. And, it's all physics, and you can, move the cards around, and, you can make your own rules and stuff.
That's what Tabletop Simulator is.
Yeah, but this one's, a dedicated game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tabletop Simulator has all the basic tabletop games in it. It's got checkers.
Can I play Sorry?
Yeah, you can play Sorry.
Yeah. Dude, I love Sorry!
It's got Steam Workshop support, so just, all the card games.
See, that's what I was
all the
gonna
games
ask.
are there.
How do they have, licenses for
No.
all this stuff? So people just say,
they don't have to.
you just play, hey, this is Sorry.
Yeah.
But it's called I apologize.
I bet somebody's made Monopoly.
Oh my god, people have made you need to check out that
Star Wars
Steam
Episode 1 Monopoly.
Probably.
I would love that.
I bet I could.
We're gonna do it.
Can I buy Tatooine?
You probably can. You can buy Coruscant and
I'd rather have Coruscant than Tatooine.
Coruscant's their boardwalk, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd rather have Coruscant then.
Yeah. What's their
Tatooine's railway.
I need to find that.
What's the other one that goes with Boardwalk?
Park Place.
Park Place. What's their Park Place? It'd probably be
Alderaan.
Alderaan.
Well,
Yeah.
it's all about
Alderaan or Dantooine.
It's Episode 1, Phantom Menace.
Well,
stuff,
Alderaan and Dantooine still exist.
Yeah.
I mean, but are they in that movie though?
Naboo. I bet it would be Naboo.
Yeah.
It's in Episode 1. Yeah.
I can't remember if they bought planets or just areas on the planets.
You might just buy it, but anyway.
I need to show you guys that game though because that board kicked ass.
I had a copy of it for a long time. Then it just
You know what board really kicks ass? My custom Alabama college football team version of Monopoly that I have.
Yeah,
Roll Tide!
Roll Tide!
Do the properties fit into the board when you can land on them and just take the property right there?
No.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds cool as shit.
That's the
does
Star
sound
Wars
cool.
Episode 1 board. And you had a Jar Jar piece.
But
And you had a Sebulba piece. And you had a droid piece.
If I could play
And you had an
Sebulba,
Obi-Wan
But
piece.
that-
just tell everybody to eat Bantha Poodoo.
But that Crimson Tide version of Monopoly that I have is worth $80. It's sealed. I've never played it, so.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, I also played Arkham Asylum. I'm starting Arkham Asylum again
Really?
to go through the
Really?
Batman games before Arkham Knight comes out because those are really good games. Hey
Uh,
Michael, play Arkham Asylum.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, Michael, play Arkham Asylum.
Maybe you
love
should play
you.
Arkham Asylum.
But those are good games.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
3D
I
beat 'em
really
ups.
liked Arkham Asylum. I played a little bit of the city. What is it?
Arkham City.
Arkham City. Yeah,
I prefer.
I didn't like that at all.
A lot of people disagree with me when I say, it, but I prefer Asylum to City
Oh, totally.
just
I do
because
too.
it's more along the lines of a Metroidvania.
I didn't like Arkham City at all.
In the sense, I don't like the trend of, hey, let's make this game open world just cause. And that's what that game pretty much is.
You have to make it meaningfully different and interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this game is just like, hey, we got a big city, Batman fly around in it, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
I liked City better.
I liked it. I thought it was a great game, but
Arkham Asylum was just way more focused too.
yeah, that's one of the things that I prefer about it.
Everything you do in that game means something, and it's way more clever in its level design. Like Arkham City is just an open world game. I don't know.
I mean, I just liked. I liked the ability to be Batman more in City.
Yeah,
I will agree with you on
Because you
that.
were
Like-
just fucking Batman.
I agree with that.
if I'm interested in this new one because if they make a better city.
If they make the open world better.
Yes,
then
they
yeah,
make an
I'm
open
okay
world
with
better. Because, I never played Origins, but a lot of people don't like that game.
it. I have Origins and I played it for 2 hours and I was like, okay.
I heard it was just so.
Yeah.
I've had
It's
them.
kind of But the thing about mediocre open world games is that you don't want to play them for very long.
Yeah.
Because open world games have to be really compelling to get you to keep going. You know what I mean? That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah, because a bad open world game is the most boring thing ever.
Yeah. It's like a bad linear game, at least you know where you're going all the time. Like a bad open world game, you're just like, I don't know. I'm just like,
What
I
am I
gotta
doing?
find something.
Because you get lost and then you don't care to do anything.
Yeah.
I like getting lost in games.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I like getting lost
in
if it's a good open world game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mafia 2. I haven't played the first one. Mafia 2 is open world, but it doesn't really have a reason to.
No, but
There's nothing to do in the world at all other than
Same thing with
go
LA
from
Noir,
mission
though.
to mission.
Like, LA Noir
yeah, that too.
It doesn't
Yeah.
need to have an open world, but I mean, it's there just if you want.
I played a lot of Mafia 2 as a
Mafia
kid.
2 is really good.
It's really good, and it's also just like one of the only violent games that I had when I was younger.
Really?
That and Mafia 1.
I got a copy of Mafia
And
2 on
Vice City.
Steam right now.
I've never played them. I've never played the Mafia games.
Mafia 2 is pretty good.
They're good.
It has Danny DeVito's twin brother in it.
Yeah. So that's it? That's all you've been playing? You've been playing anything else?
Schoolgirls
Skullgirls?
still, but I mean, and Payday 2 with BJ, but I mean, that's about it.
Okay.
Sweet.
That sounds good. Yeah. So I've been playing Splatoon still. I'm still playing Splatoon. It's still really fun.
And
Everybody.
you got the ranked maps.
Yeah, I've been
the
playing
new map and the new map mode.
Yeah, the new
So
map, the new
sweet.
mode, ranked matches. There's a new gun. The
Zapper?
The Zapper, yeah.
Have you found out, like, are you... like, I don't get this yet. Are you a kid or a squid?
Here's the thing, BJ. You're a kid and a squid. You're a kid now, and then you're a squid now.
I
But
can't...
then you're a kid now.
I
And
can't...
then
you're
you're
a
a
kid
squid now.
I can't do this on the podcast. I
Listen,
can't...
listen.
Ugh.
Who the fuck is this?
Hey, keep it down. We're doing a thing in here.
Motorcycle guy outside.
Turn your
Yeah.
stump grinder off.
But yeah, anyway, so Splatoon's really fun.
Are you the one they call stump
What
grinder?
did you say?
Are you the one they call stump grinder?
What is that?
That was fucking Larry Gooseman of
Who?
Facebook fame.
What?
Oh God! Have you not seen the Goose Man?
What is
The
that?
goose is loose. Okay, I mean, I don't want to take away from your story, but it's this guy on Facebook, and there's just a collection of screen caps of the shit that he posts on Facebook, and it's like him and his dad work at a Subway across from like a Quiznos or something like that, and then like they go to the like he posts these stories about how he goes over to the Quiznos and like gives them an upper decker in their bathroom. And then, like, he has, like, a picture of it, too. It just takes a picture of, like, hey, my dad shit in their toilet tank.
Yeah, it's right there. There it is, right there.
That's great.
And,
Oh, man.
And then he
Nothing like an old-fashioned Hail Mary.
and there's, like pictures of him trying to message girls and being like, are you the one they call stump grinder? And then she just says no. And then there's a picture of him, like, here's my principal, Larry Kushman. We all called him Kushball because he because he got fired for putting a camera in the girls' locker room. And then the principal replies,
Larry, can you please remove this immediately? I could get fired from my current job.
This is my new friend. He gave me a black eye, but he fingered a girl and let me smell his finger later.
What the fuck?
He is a fucked up individual. I wish there was more coverage on his life.
Yes. Anyway, Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Splatoon's really fun. Yeah, I'm level 12 now, and a squid now. And it's really fun to play. Yeah, you should everybody should get it eventually if you want to. They're still doing this like weekly patch thing. The ranked matches are really fun. They're actually a different mode. They're the different mode. Like ranked matches are always different from regular matches. So ranked matches, you like try to capture areas with your ink, and then whoever controls the two areas the longest, like, wins.
Is there a King of the Hill mode?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. I mean,
like one central King of the Hill. Like cover this statue, and whoever has the statue captured the longest or something like that.
I don't know.
Because what you described sounds like Capture Point.
It's basically Capture Point. Yeah.
But
I think I might have read something about King of the Hill coming soon or something. There's another mode coming out soon. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Where's Payload?
Payload. Apparently they're doing one that's like Payload.
Really?
It's like you have a moving platform that goes between like the two sides, and if you cover it, it goes to the other side, and if you cover, you know what I mean? Like the two teams have a battle between this.
That sounds like Tug of War or something.
Well, I mean, it goes when you cover it with ink, it goes towards the enemy base, and the longer it's over there, the more points you get.
Oh.
But if the other side covers, so it, you know what I mean? It goes back and forth a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently I read that somewhere. I don't know if that's accurate. Don't take my word for it. But
Where's
that's what I read.
Juggernaut mode?
Juggernaut.
It's just one giant squid kid covered in
You're
paint.
just an adult squid.
where's Oddball?
Where's Where's Griffball?
Where's Griffball, guys?
Where's...
What about Fat Kid?
What about what about Sniper Shot?
What about Duck Hunt?
What about Duck Hunt?
Why can't I 360 no-scope on this stupid game?
You can.
What about...
I have no idea what's happening right now. So
360 paint tumbler.
We're just naming like
Taco
Halo.
Bell discontinues Nacho Supremes?
What?
Oops, sorry. Thought this was Google again.
Oh, yeah. It was
Okay.
Larry Gooseman.
It was
We're just
Gooseman.
talking about like custom Halo 3 modes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just Halo modes.
Okay.
Fat Kid was the best.
I never played
What was
any of
Fat Kid?
That was like Juggernaut, but you were really slow, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. We played a lot of Fat Kid, BJ.
Did we?
Yeah. We had this one map set up where, it was in that first Forge level on Halo 3.
I remember the one you're talking
Foundry.
Yeah, Foundry. And, they just set up a bunch of shipping containers into different, like, levels where you guys could hold out, at one point while the Fat Kid was charging towards you, and, like, it had a machine gun set up on each level, or it had different things set up to try to kill the Fat Kid. And you basically had to kill him before you got to the top floor where you were cornered and couldn't get out. And if you got to the top floor, or if you guys got to the top floor, then he would kill you. Basically.
Oh, he was like pushing you to an end, and if you didn't kill him before that, it was like Pipe Dream.
Yeah.
It was like kind of like
Yeah.
what Duck Hunt was. You had like a map set up that, and two people. There would be two snipers and two people trying to run through the map.
Oh, that sounds like Death Run.
And like they would just try to snipe them through like these, and they're like little opportunities to snipe the people.
Yeah.
Like they're really like, you know, either there's open space that they have to run through really quickly, or, you know, shields that the sniper can shoot until they drop. And if the players make it to the snipers, they kill them and then win.
That sounds like the Death Run maps that they'd have in like Gary's Mod or Counter Strike.
Oh, I remember Counter-Strike Death Run. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You slide around
Anyway,
a lot.
so I've been playing Splatoon, and that's also... And,
Speaking
yeah,
of Splatoon,
a
that
lot
reminds
of
me.
that was really fun, and I'm really enjoying it. The more you play it, the better you get at it, but I guess that's true for a lot of games, but specifically in Splatoon, you like totally get used to the motion controls and stuff like that, and it actually feels way more precise than like normal, you know what I mean, like analog stick. So you can kind of use it like a mouse, like you just learn how to like paint your targets exactly, you know what I mean, like you don't really have to fiddle with the controls like you do the first few times you play it, you know. So yeah, that's still going. I also played Kerbal Space Program, which is really fun. If you don't know that, you should look that up because that's a really fun game. And then I've been playing Massive Chalice, which is a new game from Double Fine. It was in early access for a little bit, but it just came out recently. And it's developed by Brad Muir, who was also of Trenched, aka Iron Brigade fame, which is also a really fun game. But yeah, Massive Chalice, it's basically a real-time strategy type deal like XCOM. So you guys played XCOM, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, I played like the very first one very briefly.
I mean, I'm sure we all have it because they gave the game away for free to like everybody.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I have it. Or not.
But
I love
you
XCOM.
know what XCOM looks like, right?
Mhm.
It's turn-based, and then
Yep.
you control individual people.
You run
on
them
a
around,
battlefield.
you do some targeting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was that what
Yes.
you were playing earlier?
Yeah, that's what I was playing earlier, Massive Chalice. So that's what the combat's like. But in between the combat, you sort of have this kingdom that you're trying to rebuild. So basically, you're an immortal emperor there's this massive chalice with two personalities, and they like make you immortal. So you're immortal, and but these people that you rule aren't immortal. They're just regular people. But there's this like encroaching darkness type thing, you know, this kind of evil force that is attacking you every few years. So basically, you're trying to like build up your settlements, like build castles and research areas and stuff like that, and fight the evil things and do that. So all your heroes, you can make them like lords or ladies of these castles, and then they'll marry each other, and then they have kids, and they'll inherit their parents' traits and personalities and like combat abilities and roles and classes and stuff like that. So like, but the lords and ladies can't fight. So you're like balancing like, oh, I want new warriors later that are really good, but I have to use these crappy warriors right now.
So you're doing a lot of things a la like Crusader Kings.
Yeah, kind of like Crusader Kings. Kind of like training, basically like it's not totally like eugenic shit, but it does like kind of itch that, you know what I mean? Because it kind of scratches that itch. I mean, where like you're trying to breed these super soldiers.
It's not quite as definite as fusing personas.
No, not like that, definitely. But and it's really fun, and the art style is pretty good. It looks really good. I mean, it's unique. You know, it's not bland or anything. It could look better, but it's fine. But I think it plays really well. So if you like XCOM, if you like Crusader Kings 2, or Crusader Kings in general, that really, if you like that kind of like family stuff, which I really like, it's really fun for that. And it's really unique.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of like those strategy games that you can just spend hours just sitting in one place.
Yeah. And
just gradually taking over the world or whatever.
Totally, yeah.
You know, strategy games, fun stuff.
Yeah, it's sort of like that, yeah. So yeah, it's really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. It's $20 on Steam right now, but it's on sale. Well, it's $20 regularly on Steam, but it's on sale for $15 right now. So yeah, check that out if you want to. So I guess that's everything that we played.
All right, sweet.
So let's get to the news.
Game release news.
Okay, so they announced a new game, and we're going to talk about it, and it's XCOM 2.
Yes!
XCOM PC 2, exclusive.
PC
so, how about that?
Wait, I thought we were going to talk about that new
Monster
release.
Hunter X. That too.
Yes. Yeah.
Monster Hunter X. Gosh.
I mean, okay, the thing about Monster Hunter X is that it's made by the guy who made Freedom Unite and the directors of 4 coming together to make one game.
All I know is that it's not on Wii U, and it features all of the villages from the PSP games.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it on?
It's on 3DS.
Of course.
It may be new 3DS exclusive.
Oh,
maybe.
We don't. I don't remember.
Yeah, they actually went to like Monster Hunter Freedom, and I saw that village.
Didn't
and I was
like
wow,
okay,
that's a blast from the
so
past.
I don't know anything about this. I think I might have seen a few seconds of a trailer. Isn't the combat different or something like that?
I think it's pretty much the same as
I wouldn't.
Oh wait, I think I remember seeing something about there being different combat styles.
Yeah, there's like they said like there's more actiony type combat styles.
It's gonna
now.
be. It is going to be a different kind of game than Monster Hunter.
I mean,
yeah, it's not
in
gonna
the
be
same way that the new Monster Hunter RPG that they're doing is. I forgot what that one's called. It's gonna have another different play style.
I wouldn't even worry about it. It's not gonna be out in America for like another 3 years probably.
Yeah. And I'd like to see the Monster Hunter franchise evolve because
I want it on Wii U. That's all I want. I just want Monster Hunter 4 on Wii U, and I don't know why it's not.
Look at a tiny little screen and press these tiny little buttons. Look at these big old monsters.
Holding the 3DS for too long makes my hands cramp.
Get a Circle Pad Pro.
I would if they weren't still like $20 for a piece of plastic.
That's true. Get a new 3DS XL.
I've been thinking about getting one of those stupid steering wheel attachment because I heard they were actually pretty useful for bigger hands.
But the thing about I'm
big American thing.
Like surprised about the whole XCOM 2 thing though. Like
yeah,
because I loved XCOM, but I don't know how much it actually sold on consoles.
Apparently, it sold like crap on consoles.
I imagine.
It
but
bombed
thing is I understand why they want to do it PC exclusive because that's where most of the player base is. Mm-hmm. That's where they can do what they want to with most. They're not as limited as they would be with consoles. They can. Their ambitions are all console.
They can optimize it to hell. That would be great.
Make it run on good computers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
they don't have to dumb it down for consoles, basically.
Yeah.
So they're Lucas.
But
Lucas.
Well, I wasn't done with the XCOM thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so apparently the new XCOM game is set in the canon ending of XCOM 1 is that the aliens won. So it's set in after the you're basically this ragtag group of holdouts and you're fighting the aliens and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Well, one of the things I don't like about XCOM is all of the, and this is just me personally, all of their research and like their development and building the buildings and stuff. I never really liked that aspect personally. I liked the combat in the game. I like, that was my favorite thing, is like training soldiers and, being upset when my favorite soldier dies, sort of thing. Like, that's just, so like, I'm sure they're going to have those elements, but if they're not as necessary as they were in XCOM Enemy Unknown, I would be a lot happier.
What I would imagine that the new XCOM will encompass is like, you won't have that stuff at first, but like you'll slowly get into that stuff.
I'd prefer that.
You'll become way more powerful near the end of the game.
I would prefer.
You know what I
that.
mean?
I'd rather have like a more
That's
gradual.
that's another thing with it. I think that I had with XCOM, with the first one, because, well, not the first one, with Enemy Unknown, because it just kind of like, yeah, it does give you a tutorial, but not enough time to give you really good like understanding of it. It's like, hey, here's research and development. Oh, hey, by the way, here's engineering, and here's your barracks, and here's your this. I'm like, okay, let's chill out.
That's what I like, games that split their tutorials into like 2 or 3 side missions.
Yeah, I
like
would,
separate missions.
I would really prefer that.
Like Star Wars Empire at War. That's the first one that comes to mind for me. It was an old strategy game, older on the PC. But it came out and it had like, this is how you do land combat. We're going to teach you nothing but land combat for this mission.
Yeah.
You do that for 10, 15 minutes. Then the next mission is like, okay, you want to do some space stuff? We're going to teach you how to move your stuff around. We're going to teach you how to research stuff. We're going to teach you all that. Okay, then we go to the next one. That's going to be actual space combat.
Right.
Yeah.
Boom. You got it.
But I mean, when's the last time, like, I'm pretty sure this is still technically considered maybe not AAA, but I mean, it's published by 2K still, I imagine.
Yeah, it is.
So I mean, that sounds AAA.
It's a AAA game. Yeah.
So like, when's the last time a AAA game was PC only?
Man.
Like, I can't think of.
PC only AAA game.
I really
Trying
can't
to
think. Of one.
Yeah, I can't recall the last time. I mean, it's pretty unique. I mean, I think it's just the nature of
Is Civ 5 a
Civ 5 is it's console only. Yeah, you're right.
or PC only?
PC only?
PC only. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
wow.
right.
Is that a AAA game?
I mean, it's a big game. I don't know.
I
don't know
would
about
say
AAA.
Yeah.
But there's a weird line between AAA and big budget.
Yeah.
I don't know. AAA generally means that
Who made that? Is that
Firaxis,
Firaxis? Yeah, they do.
and it comes out through
They
2K.
do XCOM as well. Firaxis does XCOM.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
Civ 5 goes through 2K still.
So,
You know,
yeah,
2K
okay.
owns Firaxis.
Then there we go.
Yeah.
We solved it.
Sounds like a AAA.
All right, so yeah, that's probably. But anyway, there was
Lucas.
there was a Nintendo Direct. So wait, is that where the Lucas stuff came from, or is that
No,
something
they
later?
just announced
Just-
Lucas.
So what is
today.
the Lucas stuff?
He's
Yeah,
coming out in like in a few days.
Like the
DLC.
14th, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Smash! Lucas Smash!
Lucas gets Smash, and they're at E3. They're going to be announcing Mother 3 on the Wii U.
And
No.
since they're announcing Lucas right now, what
Right.
character are they going to announce at E3?
Do you know they're going to announce a character at E3?
Ryu.
If they announce Ryu,
Ryu.
There's already been evidence of that.
there has been.
So,
Yeah.
Ryu and Roy.
You mean Ryu?
Rhea?
Ryu?
Raya? Yeah.
No, it's just Ryu. Ryu.
Ryu.
Ryu.
That's my favorite
You-
console. My favorite
Ryu.
console is the Wii U.
Well, Ryu, whatever.
But yeah.
Lucas
Anyway,
is my main in Brawl, so
Lucas,
I'm really
Lucas
happy.
is yes.
Yeah.
I'm also very happy
I'm
because
gonna buy. I'm probably going to buy all the DLC characters because they're cheap.
I still need to get Smash.
They are cheap. They're worth it for when you want. Like, cause I mean, like whenever I bring the Wii U over, when we go over to Michael's house, like I want to be the guy. Like, okay, I got all the characters. If you guys want to play it, I bought Mewtwo. I don't play Mewtwo. Maybe one of these guys wants to play Mewtwo though. It's only
I
$3.
play Mewtwo occasionally.
He's only $3. I don't mind putting that down for my friends to play him.
Oh, and the Miiverse stage comes with
The Miiverse stage is coming out. I'm so excited about that.
and a Splatoon Mii costume.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Mii
Isn't there
costume.
also a costume for Villager, a Tom Nook costume, coming out? I
Not
read
that I
that.
heard of.
I don't remember.
That's what I heard.
That'd be cool.
If you have a Villager amiibo, maybe that's it. Something like that.
Okay, can we put down money for when the Nintendo Direct opens? The first thing we're going to see is that
Oh yeah.
I'm calling it. That's going to be that Smash Brothers.
I doubt it. I think the first thing
No.
you're going to see on that thing.
That's
is...
how the Nintendo Direct started last year. Was Smash.
Yeah, but Smash hadn't come out yet. I don't know.
Smash-
It would be weird to
They did
open
that. I mean, they've done that with Nintendo Directs in the past.
That's true. That's true.
After it came
But E3, Nintendo Direct, I would doubt the opener would be something as kind of. I would think it would be lame. If it was
It'll be
Smash.
Star Fox.
It would. I would expect Star Fox or some other new
They'll
game.
do Star Fox, and then afterward,
I think that the Smash intro will be in there somewhere.
Slippy confirmed.
But anyway, this past
Hey, guys!
week there was on June 1st there was a Nintendo Direct.
That's where the Monster Hunter.
So let's go through here piece by piece.
Who's Chibi Robo?
Chibi Robo Ziplash.
Cool.
Chibi Robo is overrated.
It's a platformer for 3DS.
I thought that was already announced though.
Well, there were details about it on this Nintendo Direct, is all I know. And I hadn't heard about it before this, so. But yeah, it's a platformer. Apparently, he uses his cord like a what do you call those? Grappling hook, which sounds cool.
I thought there was. I swear there was a Chibi Robo thing on 3DS where you take pictures.
Yeah, there was.
That's Photo Finder.
That's Photo Finder.
Okay.
And it's not really a real game. It's kind of
a fake game.
It's a fake game.
It's a fake game.
For gamer girls. No, it's just stupid. It didn't work right anyway. Me and BJ tried it out.
It's not the MGS3 3D camo.
Yeah.
Well, those it just takes the picture. Like in Photo Finder, you gotta it's like find a circular white object or something like that, and then you just try to take a picture of a circular white object until it says you're right. You know.
And then it's like, hey, we're gonna do a cool, little obstacle trick with that thing you just picked. Oh, look, he just came out of that object like a manhole.
Woo!
Yeah.
And now you get to keep this object in your gallery because that's what you're doing.
All I want is a new real Chibi Robo, because that Chibi Robo's a fucking fun game. It's a good game.
I played it for a couple
Great.
hours and it's just
great. I beat that game.
I don't even know what
so
it is.
good. So good.
it has good everything about it is good except for the gameplay to me.
I don't even know
Wow.
what it is.
Okay,
what kind of game is
you
it?
play as a little robot and you try to find things, clean things up. Like that's because he's a cleaning robot. You got to go around, pick up popcorn, throw it in the trash, and you meet little toys that talk to you.
I can clean up my room in real life.
But no, you can't do it as a little robot.
Yeah, I'm not a little robot.
You're not
That
a
makes
little
my day a
robot,
lot
are you?
better.
I mean, if I have to pick up things that are twice my size because I'm a little robot, that doesn't seem as enjoyable.
Not
Because you're a
twice
little
your size,
strong robot.
But it's fun because it's an adventure, you know. Anyway, we'll play it on the channel sometime.
Okay.
I'll do a let's play of it.
I'd be down with that.
Dr. Mario Miracle Cure for the 3DS. Follow up to 2013's Dr. Luigi. How do you guys feel about Dr. Mario? 2015.
Has he found the cure for the common cold yet? What are you doing?
I was.
It looked like you had your hand down your pants and everything.
I did. I had to adjust, man.
Okay,
He's
These
relaxing
shorts
there.
are.
Little field adjustment,
Yep.
field repair.
It has to happen every now and again, you know.
All right, so Dr. Mario.
I don't know.
I mean,
I played it once.
it's all right. It's a good time waster for like 5 minutes.
Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
That's interesting because I like the Mystery Dungeon games,
I
Never
never
played
played them.
and they're kind of like more like real time Pokemon.
Yeah,
like
from what I've seen, they look weird. I don't know.
you probably like it, but like it this time it's gonna have every Pokemon in the game.
Huh.
In some
Oh,
like
dolly.
all 600 whatever Pokemon we're at now.
All too many Pokemon.
Right. All right, next up, Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games.
I don't care.
Who cares?
Golf.
I'm not 12 years old.
Rugby. Soccer. Okay.
Excuse me, football?
Soccer. This press release says soccer.
Son of a bitch.
Art Academy Home Studio. Wii U
Whoa!
eShop.
Whoa.
Wii U eShop, June 25th. Get hype.
Guys.
I'm really kind of okay that I didn't watch this Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, but guess what? Bill Trinen teased a Project Treasure video.
What the fuck was Project Treasure?
I don't even know.
It's co-op zombie slaying and loot hauling. That's what this
that
says.
sounds neat.
Get hype.
Little Battlers Experience.
That sounds like a direct to English translation.
Apparently, LBX is an anime about kids building little remote-controlled mecha models, battling them, and taking on a secret conspiracy because that's how anime works.
Yeah.
So LBX is on August 21st. That might be a sleeper hit. That might be a really fun game.
Well, that's what people said about. That's what people said about Project Steam and.
Yeah, well,
Codename Steam.
Codename Steam was a mediocre game that had some bad parts in it that they patched out. They did patch those.
It still sold like 3,000 copies.
Yeah, it sold very badly, but
very badly.
Then again, people who own 3DSs aren't usually super big on strategy games, so.
No.
Pick your battles, Nintendo.
They're mostly like 8-year-olds, so.
Yep.
Well, the Fire Emblem did big, and that's like a strategy game.
That's true, but it's also a huge franchise that's been going on for years and years.
I just want
even my little brother got Fire Emblem, and he never played it.
Yeah.
I did all the playing on Fire Emblem.
Just Advance Wars, please.
Yeah, Advance Wars is good. All right, next up, Bravely Second in Lair.
I'm good with it because I like Bravely Default a lot.
Yeah, but Bravely Second in Lair is a terrible name for a video game, Nintendo.
So is Bravely Default. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's really stupid names, but I don't.
Yeah. But anyway, Bravely Second in Lair is coming 2016.
Layers.
Brave layers.
Brave layers.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it from that Nintendo Direct.
All right, now
okay,
we've been going on to the biggest news we've got so far.
Dark Souls
Minecraft is going to be updated to have better combat.
That's true.
Yep. Dual wielding guys in Minecraft.
Quivers.
Right.
If you hold a torch in your left hand and a sword in your right, you can place that torch.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
This is
innovative
it's
stuff.
Sad
from
that this is
Minecraft.
like the biggest update in a long time.
Yeah.
Since what? Like the Adventure update?
No, since 1.0 probably.
Adventure update was huge.
Yeah, but 1.0 was arguably.
I mean, come on, guys. Let's not forget about horses.
Oh yeah, horses.
1.7 was the Adventure update.
Yeah, but that was before 1.0. Like, remember it was beta 1.7 was the Adventure update.
Oh, like when it released,
it was 1.0.
Nothing really changed when it
well,
released.
Yeah.
It just came out.
But then there was like 1.2.
Yeah, because they were just on a stage and they flipped the switch down and started dancing around off the stage,
true,
and apparently that was it.
That was it.
Really?
That released the update.
All right, next up for the real biggest news this
Souls
week,
3.
Dark Souls 3.
A lot of leaks about Dark Souls 3, which is there are pictures already. There are screenshots. There's.
I just want them to make you turn into a skeleton when you're in your undead mode instead of a zombie.
I can't play
cool.
skeleton.
I would like if they fleshed out, like if they did some more transformation stuff, because I remember in the original Dark Souls the dragon stuff could have been really cool if they did it more, and the beast stuff in Bloodborne.
If they didn't fucking hide the dragon covenant.
Yeah.
A lot of the covenants were just. That's one thing that I want them to fix in Dark Souls 3 is the fucking covenant system.
I want to be a giant dragon. That's all I want to be. I want to fight other players as a dragon.
Any Dark Souls, both Dark Souls 1 and 2, the covenants were fucking like. The only useful ones ever were the Warriors of Sunlight, and the Dark Wraiths.
Dark Wraiths, yeah.
Pretty much everything else was pointless. You don't play as a Dark Moon Blade. You don't get anything there. The other things are just PvP related, or not PvE related. Gravelords, you can't do anything until you're in New Game Plus.
Fucking Chaos Servant, just give humanity an occasion and you'll get a prize.
Yeah.
I only do Chaos Servant to unlock the shortcut.
And they didn't really do much with that stuff in Dark Souls 2 either. Like, that was kind of disappointing.
It's the same. Dark Souls 2 is arguably worse because you don't get full orbs.
I loved the Rat King Covenant though.
Yeah, the Rat
You're
King
a fucking
Covenant.
asshole.
I
hate you so much, BJ.
I was part of the
tower defense. Other people. That is
no. Because the problem with the Rat King's Covenant wasn't like, oh, you can. Maybe you did it all right by actually using traps, but most people just say, "Haha, I'm just gonna come in here with this area where you're already gonna be fighting enemies already. I'm just gonna come in and kill you anyway.
Well, like,
I'm gonna drag you into this world from your game."
In Dark Souls 2, I did a lot of the Bell stuff.
I did the Bell Covenant because it's just straight up PvP,
and it was really fun, like to fight people there.
Yeah,
like
nobody's at a disadvantage in that location.
Yeah,
well, except the little tiny dwarf. dudes.
Well, you're not. I don't want you to be in my fucking realm. All right, in my domain. I'm the one that set these traps here. Get out.
That's why I don't go into the rat place.
Yeah, but it was really fun to do the like guess what, fucker? Like,
hey, motherfucker,
Rat King,
you're in my house now, bitch.
Rat King, bitches.
All right, so the real big news: Skylander superchargers. Woo! Cars, boats, and jets.
Guys, can we just talk about Fallout 4?
No!
It's a game.
Yeah, we saw a trailer.
Magicka 2!
Oh, God.
I heard that game was not good.
The first Magicka was terrible. I hated it.
I liked Magicka.
I didn't like Magicka either.
It was a clusterfuck. That's all. I thought it was neat.
I
but
hear
it
a
was
lot of people
clusterfuck.
loved it, but
I really liked Magicka 1, and from what I saw, Magicka 2 wasn't that bad. I've only seen a video, but that's all I know. Battleborn will have 25 playable characters.
Hey, look, it's another MOBA with a generic ass name.
Oh
Yay.
boy.
Battleborn's
boy.
not a... Is it a
It
MOBA?
is
Everything is a MOBA.
It's a first-person MOBA thing.
Okay.
No more MOBAs.
Pizza is a MOBA.
Apparently, Spike Lee is writing and directing NBA 2K16's My Career Mode.
When are we going to actually make that basketball MOBA?
That's true. We should make that basketball.
BB MOBA.
It's all going to be the Harlem Globetrotters
Yeah.
Apparently,
versus the Generals or whatever.
the Desura owner, Bad Juju Games, files for bankruptcy. So no more Desura, probably.
Oh, that sucks. I love Desura.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't like Desura because it was like, I saw a really cool mod I liked, and then they were like, you have to get it through Desura, and I downloaded it, and I didn't like it.
Oh, it's a mod distribution?
No, it's
well,
like
it's
a
not
game.
just mod.
It's a
Wait,
game.
Desura?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Desura is a distribution service, too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
What?
mods and games and all kinds of stuff.
Well, what are you talking about?
Desura.
The company.
The
Desura.
Desura.
The
Desura,
service.
the thing that we're talking about.
Okay, well, you just said, like, a game.
No, I said... Alright, I said... Let's see here. I said... Desura owner, Bad Juju Games, files for bankruptcy.
Okay.
The people who own Desura, Bad Juju Games...
Well, I didn't
found
like
for
the
bankruptcy.
service, is what I'm
You
saying.
didn't like Desura. Okay. Yes, Desura is... I don't know. It was a competitor to Steam.
Was it?
It was
Yeah.
not.
I mean,
Was it, though?
a competitor... what a competitor means is they're in the same market. And
Yeah.
they were. So, that's what a competitor is.
Well,
so
yeah,
It was like
they're-
trying to compare somebody who gets like
Like a legless spider is a
1.5
competitor
ratings
to
to
me.
somebody who doesn't even get 1 million viewers.
I'm just saying they were competitors.
We are not competitors to PewDiePie.
Well, we don't compete in the same marketplace.
Yes, we do.
People who go to him don't go to our channel. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe we are competitors. I don't
We
know.
are not
We
competitors.
do video game videos on the YouTube. That's what he does.
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe
We are
we
not competitors
What if
to
YouTube
Game
was
Grumps
I'm talking-
LBT.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna start talking about Fallout 4 now.
What if
Sure.
YouTube
Please.
was an MMO,
Huh?
and like you pit your videos against another person's videos, it looked kind of like a card game,
What if we did that?
and then like one video with like it has likes and views for the different attributes, and then like likes beat views and stuff, and you can play like a trap card, and then they'll get like a copyright strike.
Yeah, copyright strikes. And then you could do like popular video on Reddit. You know, plus like
yeah.
50
Remember when YouTube
subscribers.
videos had awards on them?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
It was like the Newgrounds stuff where like you would get like a daily like most watched daily or
Yeah.
most watched monthly.
I think people still get those, but they just don't show up on the video. Like people can be told, like, "Hey, this is the most watched video today."
Yeah.
Remember when YouTube used to have like the front page of YouTube used to be like most watched videos or like most subscribed channels.
Most favorited video.
Most favorited
That's
video.
why everybody would clamor for favorites, so
Yeah.
they'd get on the thing. Fallout 4.
Okay.
Fallout 4, big stuff. Love Fallout 4 hype train. Choo choo
All right.
demonstration.
I am-
So let's destroy the Fallout 4 hype train.
I am not.
No.
I am not on the hype train.
Cautiously optimistic.
That's where I am, simply because I don't like the idea that protagonist has a voice. That is alone enough for me to.
I am gonna go ahead and say I didn't even think about that until you said something, and I watched the trailer, and I'm hoping, and this was my first thought. You're probably reading too much into it.
I don't
Well-
know. There was a leak.
Yes, let's okay, first of all, let's cover some of the basics about what they cover in the trailer according to let's see here.
Why
According to
can't
the
I
trailer.
talk about the leak?
Well, I just want to structure it a little bit. You know what I mean? I was going to pull up the leak in a second. But yeah, it's going to be set in Boston from what we know. It shows in the trailer, they show a lot of stuff from after and before the bombs fall.
Yep.
And so we know about Boston, Commonwealth, all that stuff.
MIT.
Yeah, there's a quest in Fallout 3 all about the Commonwealth and the Institute and
Rogue androids. Probably
yeah,
gonna be androids.
Rogue androids.
On the trailer, in the scene where they have that block in that street, that dark street, you know, where they're talking, that's like some sort of weird or some sort of sign that says like mind something. I forgot what it says. But like one of the guys, it just kind of looks like a person. But if you like really look close, he's got red eyes and like a robotic hand.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's probably an android.
I'm thinking that like Fenway Park it looked like you get to see a screenshot of it, and it's all fortified. It looks like a town or something.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to stuff like that.
I'm looking forward to the fact that it looks like you're going to be playing somebody before the bombs drop. Like, it looks like that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
You're going to be playing, experiencing the bombs dropping, and that's
I feel like, if there's a way to switch, if there's like times where you switch to and from both of them, and probably the guy that you live before the bombs fell is more of a quest-specific thing. He's
probably like, you're probably going to be playing as his descendant.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Either that or somebody threw around the idea that, like, I mean, it's Vault 111.
Right.
It was one built right before Vault 112. And I believe they were pulled out somewhere that, like, in somewhere they said Vault 111 also had stasis chamber technology. So there's the possibility that you could actually be playing the same character before and after the bombs.
Wow.
All right, so let's get to this leak stuff. I'll read directly from the leak here. All right. All right, so this is from Reddit user Sandra Reed, who claims to be a former Bethesda Soft employee who got fired for leaking information accidentally. So all this could be bullshit. We don't really know. No one really knows. All right. So let's see here. In Fallout 4, you're in Boston, and it takes place in the year 2287, exactly 10 years after Fallout 3. In Fallout 4, mixing things up, we are making the game more story-based, and the player character will finally talk and narrate his storyline. And this is from, by the way, I want to say this is from 11 months ago. So 11 months ago. All right. So all this stuff does line up in a weird way. But anyway, yeah. So the game will be more story-based. The player will talk. At the beginning of the game, you create your character. You can only be male in the main story. And afterward, you start the game with a blast. After the blast, you awake to see the building you're standing inside blown apart and your wife Lydia dead. Robots and androids are storming the place, killing and kidnapping the people inside. You, known as the Officer, must escape and get revenge. Fallout 4 is set in and around Boston and the surrounding countryside. The town down area is entirely controlled by the Institute, a group of techies and scholars, as well as researchers who devote their lives to technology. I'm just going to skip around here.
You know, I'm just going to interrupt you real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
That sounds a lot like the plot of the first Mad Max movie. Like, very beginning. Just throwing that out there. That's very interesting.
Fallout has always been influenced by Mad Max.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. The Road Warrior was a huge influence on the first one, at least.
Yeah, and the plot of the first Mad Max movie was, Max was an officer. He was part of the Main Force Patrol, and then his wife and kid were killed, so he goes on this holy war against the gangs out in the territories.
Right.
That's great.
So here's some more of the information about the game. The map of Fallout 4 is about 3 times the size of Skyrim. The reason for this is to make a much more realistic and interactive world that players can always find new things, even if they have played it for years after release. The factions, the Railroad returns from Fallout 3. They're the people who saved the androids. The Brotherhood of Steel returns as... so they're more like the Western Brotherhood of Steel, not like the Brotherhood of Steel from Fallout 3.
Right.
The Institute returns from Fallout 3. They're the people from MIT who make the androids. Talon Company, Raiders. There's going to be Super Mutants, blah, blah, blah. Madison Lee returns from Fallout 3. 10 years prior to Fallout 4, she left DC after the loss of James and having thought she lost the Lone Wanderer as well. Three Dog returns as well, although he is only heard on the radio and not seen in person. People believe the radio is not actually live and is simply a recording looped, because you can kill him in Fallout 3. Brian Wilkes returns from Fallout 3. Yes, the little boy you saved from Grey Ditch. He is now 19 years old and is a mercenary. Other Fallout 3 characters may return. Let's see here. It'll be available on PS4 and Xbox One. This person says it was at the time it was being developed on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 as well. So
I really hope that's not the case.
Yeah, I would hope so.
There was a thing.
I feel like some of these things are put in there, like I don't know. Like, of course, it is a leak, and it's from 11 months ago, so we don't know what's changed, if anything.
Exactly.
But,
or
like...
if it's even true.
Yeah.
Or if it's
Now,
even true, it's like...
Yeah, when it comes to the whole narration thing, if it was more the style of the way things were like, if it was voiced, say, the narrations from Oblivion, from, like, the quest logs and stuff,
Right.
I could see something like that working.
Right.
And seeing, that's something they could go back and do. I don't like that there's only one voice and whatever, and that you can only be a male if that's true.
Like that, because I like to play as girls sometimes.
Totally. I always play as a girl in every Bethesda game and BioWare game. But so here's the relevant section. Unlike Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, you can only play as a man. This is due to the storyline requiring it. However, after the main story is over, you can have a gender change. BGS did not rule out females for possible standalone DLC, however. Additionally, full support for trophies, achievements are present on all consoles. Release date. BGS has a roadmap already planned out for Fallout 4 and a spin-off. I already was informed about it from the studio when I worked there, and I read it. Basically, the roadmap is, and this is from 11 months ago, of course, this leak. So even if this is true, we don't know if things are changed. So June 2015, Fallout 4 reveal, E3, trailer only. First gameplay trailers, July 2015. August 2015. More information. October 2015. PC, PS4, Xbox One, PC release. So that's, the big date. October 2015. It's possible, if they announce that date at E3, then this leak might be confirmed in some sort of way.
But even if it's, like, in that area, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. November 2015. First DLC. December, second DLC. As well as PS3 360 versions. January 2016. So they're running off a bunch of DLC. And this person then says, as I said, ask about me, but don't ask about this. If you do, it will be 100% be denied. Bethesda will not comment on rumors. So there. That's the leak, supposedly from Reddit. Again, just, we don't know if that's true. But yeah.
And nobody's been verified in this situation, so
yeah,
grains of salt.
So, like, what in the leak, other than, like, saying that the first trailer is in June, was right? Like, why are we...
Boston.
Do we know that? Do we know it's in Boston? Is that...
Yes. That's, like, from the screenshots, you can tell it's in Boston, it's in Massachusetts, around the area.
Yeah.
People from Boston have been able to point out landmarks.
You can see the Old North Church. You can see Fenway Park.
You can see the streets. There's a street that they walk down that's in Boston. Also, the voice character. We know that character was the voiceover in that.
And it's Troy Baker. Surprise!
Troy Baker. Hey, guess what? Troy Baker doesn't have enough work in the games industry. I mean, he's very good.
Yeah, I like his voice.
I don't think he's bad. It's just Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
give other people some fucking room.
Seriously, Shadow of Mordor. Now this, what the fuck are you doing? Last of Us. But yeah. So if it is the fact, I mean, even if that was true back then, they might have just been like, well, we need a female playable character in this game.
Yeah,
so,
I don't feel that holding up. Really.
I mean, with the fact that at the end of the trailer they show a character talking.
Yeah.
The main character talking. That.
Yeah, but also all the promotional material for Fallout 3 and New Vegas, they were just the same. They were dudes.
Nobody talked.
But nobody
talked, but like...
And in this leak, they are saying the character will talk and have narration.
The thing is, if they want it to be more story-driven, the only thing that makes me think that the no female option is possible is because Bethesda is not known for like, hey, let's get a huge amount of voice actors.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. Like,
yeah.
When's the last time a Bethesda game had more than like 13 voice actors?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Skyrim had like 30 something, I think. It was, but
that's why you always run into the same guy who talks like this.
I mean, generic guard number 1 will never have a different voice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just all characters. You got the guy from whatever that guy from the Disney. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? There's an old man, got a sounding voice. I can't do it myself, but he's
bad.
He's from some Disney movie. I don't remember what it is though. But I hear him all the time, and I hear Max from Goofy movie all the time, and I hear the Sadler from Resident Evil 4 all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
that's.
It turns out the thing about voice actors is they're incredibly expensive, and if you don't go union, you're not getting any union people.
Oh yeah.
So
you either go all union or none,
and you have to go all union pretty much.
I loved in Oblivion when they tried to make some of the beggars unique, and they'd come up to you and they'd be like, "Can you spare a coin for me, so and so?"
Ask them about rumors.
Blessings of Akatosh upon you.
No, like they go like you'd have someone like, "My children are starving, please help," and you ask them about rumors. Well, I heard that this man down the street was murdered by the chapel. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's just like a pitch or a thing. They do that a lot in Oblivion, at least.
There was a line in Oblivion where this lady would go, "Oh, did you hear about this something? Oh wait, hold on. You want me to read that again? Okay. Oh my gosh, did you hear about this thing? Like that's in the game still. Like you can hear her flubbing her line in the game.
That's crazy.
That was in Sonic 06, where some guy read a line, and then he messed it up, and then he read it again, and that's like in a cutscene and everything.
Yeah, it's like the fucking Mega Man 8 thing. Like, you find the energy crystal, you find Dr. Wily.
Well, Mega Man.
It looks like some sort of
Mega
energy
Man.
source. Mega Man.
But I don't know. I mean, I think it's a big mistake if Bethesda follows this more linear story to the thing like that, because that's not what Fallout or Elder Scrolls is about. It's, I don't. As one of my least favorite things about Skyrim and Oblivion and Fallout 3 are going through these really long tutorials at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
That you're forced to go through for story reasons. But with Morrowind and New Vegas, they're just like, hey, here you go, let's do this small thing. Alright, here you go, here's a world to explore.
I always get a mod for those two games to give me alternate starting stuff.
Exactly.
Once I play through it at least once.
Yeah. It's really complicated. I guess we'll see when E3 rolls around.
I'm just excited for the inevitable Obsidian game afterwards.
Yeah. Obsidian, what are they working on now? Or they were doing Pillars of Eternity?
They did Pillars of Eternity.
Right.
I don't know if they'll actually bring them back for...
I don't know either, yeah.
I mean, I prefer they did, because I like the West Coast more than the East Coast.
Totally. I think the West Coast is the spiritual heart of Fallout. You know?
Oh, exactly.
It is where everything ends and begins.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good setting for that game. They have all that, and I would like to see a return to the locations of Fallout 1 and 2. You know what I mean?
There's some things in New Vegas from that.
Yeah,
you can see some of the tribes that you started in 2, like the cons and everything.
Those cons that you destroyed twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Fallout set in Baja, because they in New Vegas they planted some seeds for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's something going on in Baja. Baja's a beautiful region. There's a lot of stuff going on in there.
But just imagine a full if they're doing a full Massachusetts and maybe even more than Northeast, because they said it's 3 times the size of Skyrim. I mean, Skyrim's pretty big. I mean, it's not as big as there are open world games that are bigger than Skyrim, but 3 times that world with around the same amount of detail sounds awesome. You know what I mean? And
sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, if you could imagine something the size of California. And just being able to go all around that, you know what I mean, and just see all these different wasteland towns, and because Fallout 1 and 2, between those 2 games, you pretty much see all that state.
Yeah.
And I would just like to see that kind of area again, kind of see
what. And I hope that I hope that their need to make it as close to analogous to the actual map as possible makes them not cut corners and put in 1,000 generic caves like they did in Skyrim.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's how they do it, though. That's how they did Fallout 3. That's how they did Oblivion. It's just...
It felt different, though, because you had the metro system in Fallout 3. You had something different than just the same old cave every time. And some caves had death claws.
Were the same. They had a system of this cell...
I mean, as long as it's aesthetically different, then you can give me something nice,
I mean,
you can put puzzles in there that you couldn't put in a cave.
You could even do some stuff where, you randomly generate, you say, okay, I want to randomly generate 300 caves or whatever, and then you go out and you pick through them and see which ones are the most interesting, and then you say, all right, well, I'm going to, fully detail this one, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. There's ways to increase workflow on creating open world games that we've known about for a long time, you know what I mean? The Bethesda, I mean, I don't know their workflow, and I don't, I'm not a game developer, but it would be cool to see that stuff a lot more unique. You know, a lot
Mhm.
like Fallout 3 has a lot of really unique locations. Aside from, you know, like, what is that? The one with all the kids.
Oh yeah, Little Lamplight.
Little Lamplight.
Mhm.
You know,
Place is stupid.
I wish you could go back more, but
How
I
the
love
hell
Little,
does that place even make sense?
love Little Lamplight.
just
It's
a lot
cool.
of kids.
But
I mean,
how do
like-
the kids get there?
They just go.
They go there from
they
all
go
around the
there.
wasteland. Like, if you're a kid, you hear about Little Lamplight somehow or another.
Yeah. Kids talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like Kids Next Door.
How
Yeah.
are these kids hearing about it?
Because it's a video game and it doesn't always have to make complete logical sense.
But it literally just makes no sense though.
It makes some
It makes plenty of sense.
How does it make
It makes
sense?
enough video game sense.
What video games take place in Alabama?
Redneck Rage.
You don't even know that for sure, do you? That just takes place in
Talladega.
We're going to Dega, boys.
What was LA in Fallout? Like what did that become?
It was
LA. That was the boneyard.
Yeah, the boneyard.
Yeah,
That's what it
boneyard.
was. Yeah. Where
That was where the master moved.
yeah, that's where the Master was.
That's where the cathedral was.
But yeah, like I want to see all those locations like after Fallout New Vegas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you could have like, you know, you could deal more with the Enclave, like, you know,
You can see the heart of the NCR.
yeah, the heart of the NCR. You
is
could
the Enclave still around?
totally, yeah. After Fallout 3, I think they're still around.
In Fallout 3, I think the only, like, there's other Enclave kind of cells that operate, like the DC cell of the Enclave,
Yeah.
where, like, you know, there's one in Chicago, and there's probably others that are dotted around, because the Enclave in the West Coast was destroyed,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So they pretty much got leave to say whatever happened to these other cells on the East Coast.
Yeah, and plus, like, you know, there could always be separate cells. Like, oh,
Mhm.
they were locked in a bunker under Montana, you know,
Yeah.
for 300
so-
years, and because the Enclaves, like, by their nature, are just crazy people who were
They're the remnants of, like,
Yeah,
they're
of
the
the
crazy
government.
remnants of the U.S. government, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of them.
exactly.
I just hope that Fallout 4 is more designed in the way that New Vegas was instead of 3, because the 3 as a like landscape and everything, the way people lived didn't make much sense. Like how long that, I mean, Megaton itself is an interesting concept, but at the same time, like how far it's been since the bombs dropped. Like, are you really? People don't live in like scrap houses anymore. Like, people have built actual buildings since then.
I would say, though, that makes a lot more sense for the East Coast. At
East
this
Coast was
point.
destroyed a lot
especially,
more.
Yeah, especially DC, where it took them a lot longer to crawl out of the muck,
Yeah,
as it were.
Yeah.
but I like the idea that more like, and it seems 4 does fix that, because there are buildings and houses that people or
Mhm.
like there
Yeah.
are buildings that people are in. But I want to see food being grown and stuff. That's nothing you never
want-
see. That was something you never saw in 3, but you did see in New Vegas.
I want
Yep.
new music, original music, like in-universe music
Yeah.
that they make. Like they find these archives of music of like the old kind of music that you hear in Fallout 3 in New Vegas, and then like these people try to emulate it. But I also want there to be a ghoul that's really famous for his singing.
Well, there was in New Vegas.
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah, it was. What was his name? The guy. He was from Dead Money.
Dean Domino.
Dean Domino.
Did he
Yeah.
sound? Did he
Well,
sound
he
like
wasn't.
a ghoul?
Well, the thing is that he actually no.
He-
He didn't sound like a ghoul at all.
Oh,
No,
come
he was
on.
like the other guy, the other ghoul from Point Lookout.
Yeah.
He was just a ghoul with a British accent.
Yeah, that's pretty much. But he was. But like when he sang, there was a point where he sang and all they like he wrote. It was like an original song. It was like,
Oh.
but then they just played Dean Martin instead.
Yeah, they did.
They're like, this is
So
an original
good.
song by Dean Domino.
And that was on a hologram too, so
Yeah.
it wasn't actually him singing it.
Yeah. All right, so I have on Wikipedia here, video games set in Alabama. This category contains only the following page. This list may not reflect recent changes.
Oh man.
Coach K College Basketball.
Hell yeah!
Sports games don't count.
Okay, well then no games have been set in Alabama.
Okay.
Can we make a game set in Alabama? Can we make a MOBA set in Alabama?
Yeah. You know, you gotta...
Alamoba.
The Alamoba.
I want to make a MOBA exclusively set in Walker County.
Well, okay, Alamoba just sounds like something like a MOBA that's set
Alamo.
during the
Moba
Alamo.
Let's go. Remember the Alamoba.
Remember the Alamoba. All right.
MOBAs are awful. They're probably easy to make.
But thank you for that opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, have you seen how much fucking development time's been set into Dota?
No.
Just Dota?
I haven't looked.
They've been developing Dota since.
Oh yeah, Source 2's about to,
1998.
like all that stuff about like Source 2 and not Source 2, the Steam controller.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Steam.
The Steam controller got like everything with that.
They did a trailer
It looks neat.
for that.
It looks really neat.
Yeah.
Like, and it's only like $50.
It's only $50 for a controller, guys.
The controller's
Is
50.
that a controller?
It's only a controller. And it's $50.
I mean,
No.
I would try it.
I'd try it out.
The thing about me is I don't have a use case for playing mouse-driven games on a big TV. You know what I mean? I don't do that very often. I just play them with a mouse in front of my regular-sized monitor. You know what I mean?
I think I'd like it if I'd do that. I don't like sitting at my computer desk for too long anymore
Totally.
because I have a really shitty chair. I have just a wooden kitchen chair.
Just get a better chair.
Well, my parents won't let me get one, so once I get a job, I gotta save up money to buy one.
If you gotta
They're putting my back in risk, man.
if you
don't
have
care
to
enough
save
about
up
my
money to
back.
get one, like you should like spend a lot on them.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy because like the one I bought before was like $20, and it like lasted me like.
Yeah. Like I said, you
Half
can
a
get
year.
ones at Staples or Office Max. Like, don't buy one at Walmart because they don't really have a selection of office chairs.
That's what I
Yeah.
did.
What?
Bought one at Walmart.
Oh, you can do that too. That's fine.
It's okay. I did.
It'd probably work out.
I have friends that did it. so
I
it's
bought
okay.
mine
mean-
at TJ's Fine Furniture.
But like,
I mean, the chair that you've got now, BJ, is pretty much exactly like the one you had before.
I was looking for exactly the one I had, and I couldn't find it. And it was the closest I could get.
But yeah, so yeah, the Steam controller. Yeah, if you're a guy, and they also announced like they got pre-orders up for the Steam machines and the Steam Link. The Steam Link is just for only streaming. Like you can't play games just on it, like you can in the Steam machines. So it's just like, hey, stream games, and it's got 4 antennas on it.
That reminds me. What's the deal with the Vita TV?
It is a Vita TV.
Well,
it
I
is
mean,
a Vita that you can play
like,
on your TV.
Vita TV.
like people say, like you can play any video game on it, but like not the ones that require a touchpad. I'm wondering, like, is that like a hard lockout, or is they just limited that you can't use?
You can't play games that require back touch or front touch.
Like it won't let you play them, or you
I
can't
mean,
use that functionality. That's
you
what I've
can't-
been
well, I mean,
wondering.
Games, it's only games that require you to use that stuff to complete it. So, like, Persona 4 has stuff where you can use that stuff, but it's not required to beat the game or even enjoy it. So, you can play that game, but you can't use that functionality. But something like Tearaway, where you have to use that stuff to even play the game, you can't play those
The
games.
game like locks you out of playing.
It's just like, this system does not have the hardware supported for this game.
You have to get the expansion pack.
But yeah, that I've been thinking about getting a Vita TV. I've had one on my wish list for a long time because I want to play Vita stuff, and you can also, once I get a PS4, you can stream PS4 games to it and just play them on a different TV.
And like,
Why don't they call it the T-Vita?
because they're stupid.
I thought
that's
it was
why.
just called the like. I
And-
thought it was just called the PlayStation TV. Or
it is over here, but in Japan it's called the Vita TV.
Oh.
Oh.
But
But
either
like, why
one.
don't they just let you hook the PS4 controller up to it and let that emulate the back touchpad?
Because I don't know.
Because they're stupid.
Because they
They're
well, I mean,
stupid.
they have a front. They have touch screen and
Back touch.
back touch.
There's 2 touches on that.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Well, does that like? Oh, so like the PS4 controller
Has 1 touchpad.
operates the touch screen.
Probably. I don't
Dude,
know.
I don't know.
I ain't got it.
What?
Dude, I'm not a Sony exec.
That
Go
thing
ask-
is like really cheap though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's $99.
99. I thought it was cheaper
That's
than
not-
that.
I mean, it probably went on sale since then. But
Oh.
It is $99 MSRP. Anyway,
I don't.
Fuck
I saw one on.
PlayStation.
There was on sale on Amazon for like $40 the other day.
it probably was. The Vita was on sale too, for very cheap. But yeah, I want one of those things because I want to play video games on my TV. I want to record video games. I want to play PS4 games on it on a different TV. Yeah. Anyway, E3's coming up.
E3.
E3
I won't
is-
be here for any of that.
You won't be.
Mm-mm.
It's gonna be really sad.
Sucks
I
for
hope you'll
you.
think about us
Where are you
when you're
going, Blake?
doing Disney.
Oh, we're going to
stuff.
Disney World.
Motherfucker. Why are you just going to Disney World all the time? Like,
Because
oh,
they
I'm just
can.
hopping
They
over to
can.
Disney World.
Yeah, grandparents have a timeshare.
His parents are smart and don't spend money on useless things.
Yeah, like going to Disney World.
Going to Disney.
That's a good. That's not useless. Those are memories.
Dude, and my grandparents, they have a timeshare that they don't spend many maintenance points on, and they get real good. We're gonna stay in a presidential suite with 3 bedrooms, a pool table, and a jacuzzi bath.
I touched your computer.
Why did you touch?
turned
Why
his
did you
computer
turn my
on?
computer on?
I don't know.
Just press the button.
Where's it at?
It's the button.
That one?
That
The only button on there. Hold it down.
Yeah, you can see exactly where the button is in the dark.
Well, I'm not saying you can see it. I'm just saying
My
fool around on
foot
it,
touched it.
and there's a button on there.
Why is the
Anyway.
button at the bottom?
Anyway, this is devolving. You guys are awful.
I think it's,
yeah, well, you know
is it
what?
video
I
games or
like when
devolving?
podcasts devolve.
I've never
Yeah.
been to Disney World in my life, and no one's ever invited
Disney
me.
World's
So.
devolving.
Do you guys want to go to Disney World?
I'd go to Disney
I'd
World.
go to
with you.
Disney World.
You have to buy your own tickets.
Oh.
How
Fuck
much
you.
are tickets?
A
lot.
There you go.
They're like $1,000-something.
That's not true.
They're very expensive.
I think it might have been $1,000 for like all 7 of our tickets.
Well, that's what I meant, like a family ticket. Well, and
And we
plus,
got 5-day park hoppers, so like we can go to every park
you son of,
at any time during the day
I'm so jealous.
for 5 days.
Yes.
I think it was 5 or 7 days.
I don't even want to go to Disney World. Disney World's stupid.
My-
Look at
Whatever.
you.
I think my brother gets to Disneyland all the time because his friend just is rich as shit.
Disneyland seems stupid.
Cool. I mean, I'm riding this train for as long as my parents let me.
Dude, if I
It's
was
like,
if
oh,
I
I
was
could
the same,
just-
if I was in the same boat as you, I'd do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, well yeah. If your parents were like, "You want to go to Disney World?" You're not gonna be like,
Yeah, but my
I mean-
parents,
No.
my parents are dumb and don't know how to save money.
Yeah, I can just look at Disney World on Google for free. So
"It's true."
And you can actually
You can
like,
just watch Rocco's videos
Yeah, I can
and
just-
you can YouTube most of like the rides.
I can just download that Connect Disneyland Simulator thing. That's
Exactly.
out or coming out.
No, it's been out for a long time. It's been out for a long time.
Yeah, it's great. We get a
So
lot
yeah.
of cardio.
When is Harmonix? Did Harmonix ever put out that Fantasia game?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
it's been out for a long time.
I mean, it was
Oh,
only
Rock
on...
Band 4. Have we talked about that
I
yet?
don't think
I
we
don't think
have.
we have.
We don't
Rock
really-
Band 4 is a thing.
We don't have
Rock
too
Band
much to
4.
talk about, though.
I can't.
It's coming out.
Like, I'm surprised Rock Band 4 is a thing after like the audio games market died.
Well,
But look how much people are excited for it.
Harmonix
Oh, yeah.
decided to bring it back, hoping to do it better, and then Activision is like, "Hey guys, anybody invite me? Let's run this to the ground again."
Oh God, no! Get out of here, Activision! No one invited you.
Please.
I think I'm gonna stick around
Please
for a
do
little
not buy the
longer.
Guitar Hero, the new one.
I don't think anybody's.
Oh,
gonna
and by the
buy
way,
that.
Rock Band 4 is confirmed never coming out on PC.
That's okay with me.
Unfortunately, PC gamers won't be getting a version of their own, and it looks as if the music label's heavy-handed demands for anti-piracy measures are to blame. In an interview, Harmonix project director Daniel Sussman explained that the 2 consoles have very secure tools that make it hard for users to get and assets inside each game. PCs, in his words, are more of an open platform, which would put the onus on Harmonix to protect the licensed music that featured in the title. So
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, as you know,
the music labels are keeping Rock Band 4 from PC users. I want you all to riot.
Do you know Rocksmith is on Gamebryo?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's on PC.
that's gross.
It's using the Gamebryo engine though.
Man, that's an
So is
old ass
Catherine.
engine.
So is Catherine. And it looks like Fallout 4 might use
Yeah.
it too.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. It is.
I hope
As
it
long-
does. I so hope it does.
Man.
I mean,
The best
at
engine in
this
the world.
point,
I love Gamebryo.
I feel like they started developing it so long ago that like it was just Gamebryo. So I want
I
them
feel-
to move away from Gamebryo.
Just
so
use
bad.
like Unreal or something.
You know how
Jesus.
hard it is to. I mean, I could only imagine how hard it is to develop an open world system for an engine by yourself.
Oh god.
Like, imagine like all the quest things you have to do, like all the character routine systems that you have to implement, all the like shading, and oh my god, I can only imagine.
I don't
But
care
we
if it's hard. That's
as long
their
as you'll
job.
still be able to use the GEC.
Well, I'm just saying it would probably come out like 5 years later than it is.
Well, like
Mm-hmm.
they're just gonna be set in their ways forever, and they're gonna be keep
No.
using this decade old engine.
I'm gonna say right now, I suspect that this will be the last Fallout game that will use this engine.
I would.
If
I
it's the
hope
last
so.
Fallout
I
I was
think it'd
hoping.
be-
I was hoping that Oblivion would be the last one to use that. The last game to use that engine.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
pretty sure people who played Mario once said that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what the Gamebryo engine was when I played Oblivion, so...
Yeah.
I mean, me
I knew
neither,
it was the same
but
engine as Morrowind, and I was
It was
like...
a modified
when I
version.
played
Alright.
Fallout, I was like, wait a minute. This feels pretty familiar.
Wait a minute.
This-
Oh,
feels-
Fallout, you mean
I mean,
Oblivion
Fallout 3.
with guns?
Yeah.
The game that they called Oblivion with guns for a long time?
Remember when they called Borderlands 2 Skyrim with guns?
No, that was Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
oh,
what
yeah,
I'm
it was
saying.
Far Cry 3.
Do you like Skyrim with
Machinima
guns?
says it's like Skyrim with guns.
Remember how popular Skyrim was?
Remember how
Yeah.
ridiculously overhyped Skyrim was and
Yeah.
how
Oh, yeah.
ridiculously overhyped Fallout 3 will be?
Fallout 3?
Fallout 4 will
Fallout
be?
4 got hyped
And-
because it's the same. It's Half-Life syndrome where people just talk about, oh, when's Fallout 4 coming? So everybody's like, Fallout, was this supposed to be a good game? I've never played it. It's gonna be really good because everybody's talking about it.
I'm worried about because there have been there have been a few high-profile hoaxes on Fallout 4 at this point now.
Yeah.
That it's artificially raised the hype to a point where I'm pretty sure that nothing could satiate it.
The way that social media, Reddit, and other forums act in this day and age, hype is impossible for any AAA game to not have. Like,
Except Metal Gear Solid 5.
oh my god, the hype train's out of control. BJ, the hype game's out of control.
That game is going to live up to the hype. I can't imagine.
That's
yeah,
what he's
totally.
saying. That game will actually.
Oh,
live
yeah.
up to
It-
it.
I
of
don't see how
course
that
it
game
will.
won't.
But anyway, I thought Skyrim was a very good game, and
I mean, it's a good game, but
Alright.
people praise it way too much than what it.
Well,
more than
the
it
thing
deserves.
about
That's,
it-
that's I mean, there's,
the thing
that's
about it
the
is that
same with a lot of
Skyrim
games.
is most people who bought Skyrim's first Elder Scrolls game. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Exactly. So people are like, "Wow, that's
It
a
is-
really good
It
game."
is Babby's first Elder Scrolls.
Well, yeah, that's why they made it that way. Because they knew that would be really
Are they
popular.
going to do that with 4 though?
Are they gonna do that?
Well,
yeah,
Are they
They're going to be
that's
taking
what I'm
out
saying,
things
like,
we liked.
Well,
in
we read the
3.
leak earlier. Remember, it's going to be narrative focused.
I don't give a shit what the leak
more
says.
more voice acting.
I don't believe leaks anymore.
Leaks are...
No, that's
Yeah,
true. I mean,
because
it's just some kind of information from
there-
what we saw in that trailer. You know what I mean?
There
The
was that-
only thing that I'm feeling is, like, it did get... It was right about, like, when they said they were going to announce it, right?
Yeah, June. And then E3 trailer.
There was
Yeah.
that one guy before Smash Brothers 4
Oh,
came
yeah.
out.
Chorus
Yeah.
He
Man.
was like, he got a couple things right, and one of them was super vague too. He was like, "Oh, well, Pokemon Generation so and so Pokemon will be in there," and he got that right. Oh my God, how did he do that? And then
Like the
he
thing
was,
about
then he says stuff like Chorus Man and Crom and
I kind of wish Crom was in there over Ike, but that's just-
Palutena. Everybody expected Palutena,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "You want Crom in this game? Fuck you! He is so deconfirmed. He got punched out of the roster by Captain Falcon.
yeah.
Literally,
It's stuff like that. Like when you see a leak that says something like, "Oh, there will be a new character in this one that is from a Sony platform," like that kind of stuff. It's just like if you knew it, you just say what it was. You know what I mean? You wouldn't say like, "Well, a fan favorite's coming back."
Basically, what I'm saying is, so and so many people are going to make predictions or fake leaks, and like some of these might get a couple things right,
It's
and then
true.
people are going to be like worshiping that word now because like it was right once. And
Because they have that insider, and, like, it...
Well,
Then
okay.
you start to get insider hype.
Yeah.
And that one insider will never live up to it again.
Right.
And sometimes they go crazy.
Well, the thing is like this person was supposedly from Bethesda.
supposedly.
Well,
supposedly.
former
According to
Bethesda employee. Yeah,
So,
only.
like, was anybody able to
I don't think-
identify her credentials or?
From
Well,
what I
no.
heard, no one verified.
no one's
them.
verified it, so only time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
And
I just hope that the leak is wrong. That's just me.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I don't want a narrative. I don't want that kind of overly focused narrative. I want to explore the game at my own.
Because that's
pace.
not Fallout.
That's
No
not
one
Fallout.
wants Fallout 4 to not be like Fallout.
One thing I'll say though,
You can't
I
make... sorry.
I like those colors.
The colors.
I like that it's
I
a
love
colorful
colors.
game.
It's so vibrant. It's not
It's not
orange.
green
It's
or
not
orange.
green.
It actually has. It's actually using a varied color palette, and that's
Yeah.
and it looked. People are shitting on the graphics. Like I
Like-
mean, I made a joke about the hand. Because like the
Oh,
hand, the hand at the end of the where he's like petting the dog,
Come
it's
on,
like
boy.
it's like one thing. All the fingers are like jointed
It's
together.
like N64 hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I joked about it, I was like, oh my god, Jesus. But like
But-
the game itself, like That game, I wouldn't mind looking at that. Like, sure, it's not
No.
photorealistic.
Yeah.
But I don't need that in a game.
I've never played a Bethesda game because it's got good animation.
Yeah, all I need out of an open world Bethesda game is like I want it to be tolerable to look at, and I want a great world built. You know what I mean? That's all I really want.
It's gonna be all about the world for me.
Exactly.
If the world doesn't
you
live
got
up to
shit on Morrowind.
Like, if it looks like fucking, like, Witcher 3, everybody's looking at that now as an open world game, and then looking at this and going, well, that looks like shit. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of like, it's a different standard. You know?
Exactly. The Witcher's whole thing has been graphics. Like, since, since, like, Witcher 2, maybe Witcher 1. I don't remember.
I mean, Witcher 1 was a pretty good looking game at the time. It wasn't amazing, but that studio wasn't that well known either. Yeah. And they didn't have that much money to make a game look that good, you know? But yeah. So, on that stuff, I guess, you know, we'll be, when's E3? It's on the Bethesda thing starts on the 17th?
Shotgun Monster.
Am I right? No, wait, I'm looking at May. Shit, hold on. Shotgun Monsters. Okay, yeah, the Bethesda thing's on the 14th, the night of the 14th. The other press conferences go on the Monday, the 15th. That's when we're going to the PlayStation Experience thing. And then the 16th will be the Nintendo Direct. So yeah. So we're just under a week away. Just over a week away this Sunday.
Road to E3.
Road to E3. I guess we'll see y'all again sometime soon.
We got our press passes.
Oh yeah, we got our press passes. We got our cameras. Get ready.
Woo!
Little Caesars booth. Meet us at the Little Caesars booth.
Meet us at the Little Caesars booth if you're coming to E3. We'll have free Little
samples.
No, we can't.
Not free.
Oh, we didn't. That deal didn't go through.
No.
Mike's really not cool with us just handing out pizza anymore.
All right. Well, we're gonna sell some Darkroom branded pizzas. We're
gonna put a big old DR.
Well, we're gonna spill out DR in pepperonis
and peppers and stuff.
And peppers. It's gonna look real nice.
And we're gonna have fun games like the pizza toss, bobbing for pepperoni.
Yeah, avoid the noid. And I know we weren't gonna announce this, guys, but our presidential fighting game is entering alpha next week.
Yep.
So we're gonna have that at the booth. You know, I'm just saying, look out for an announcement from Sony. All right. So we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
everyone. Everybody say bye.
Barack Obama's super would be turning into a lizard.